Hello, friends. Happy day before your birthday, Lisa. Double I, Lisa. I need to figure out a different way to say that without double I, Lisa. But anyway, I'm excited to celebrate your birthday tomorrow, and we're going to celebrate it a little bit early with some stretching. With today's class, we're going to try and keep it about 30 minutes. Like we talked about, try and make your area just a little relaxing, but then also be prepared that my little puppy is going to bark when she hears her family come home. So be a little on guard so you're not too startled from that. And then we are going to work through some hip tightness, some ankle tightness, and then on Sunday, we're going to roll out again. So we'll do some more massaging. So today, just stretching alone, and then we'll get into some rolling out on the weekend. So standing on your mat, take your weight so your feet are about hip width apart. Slide up onto the balls of the feet. Lift the heels. Well, I feel like there's like several Lisas, and when I said celebrating birthdays, we can celebrate all the Lisa's birthdays. However, slide the heels back. Super excited to celebrate and party. We'll do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday dedicated to Lisa's birthday. And then slide to the outside rim of the foot. No pressure, Lisa. No pressure. And then slide to the inside rim of the foot. So in that position, we're just trying to loosen up the feet a little bit. Take your weight to all four quadrants. Feel your foot melt into the floor. Soften your knees. Yes, other Lisa. It's other Lisa's birthday tomorrow. And flex your quads, pull your knees back over your heels. We've had so many quarantine birthdays, huh? We'll have to make up for all of those when we're back together. And then soften your knees so your knees are right over your feet. Squeeze your bottom, press your hips forward. You can move around in that a little bit. So as you're trying to loosen up, you want to try and find that range of motion forward. That's a nice stretch for the hip flexors. And then send your hips back. Shift your hips to the right. And then shift your hips to the left. Bring your hips center. Roll your shoulders forward. Tilt your chin to chest. Scoop your belly button in so you're rounding forward. And then squeeze the shoulder blades. Pull the shoulder blades back. Open the heart. Look up. And then relax the shoulders. Take the right ear to the right shoulder. And switch. Bring your head center. Take a nice big deep breath in. Arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly button in. Round your back. Draw your hands towards the mat. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders. Move your hips a little bit right to left. And then center yourself. Slowly roll all the way up. Squeeze your glutes. Pull your belly button in. Roll your shoulders back and down. One more time. Loosen up the spine. Deep breath in. Exhale. Set the shoulders. Hinge. Scoop your belly button in. Round your back. Draw the hands to the mat. Let your upper body sway a little bit right to left. And then bring the arms center, one vertebrae at a time. Roll yourselves all the way up. Squeeze your glutes. Pull your belly button in. Roll your shoulders back and down. And then reach back, grab your left foot. So as you come into that stretch for the quadricep, we're trying to intentionally find your balance on the right foot. And then you pull the hip open and then tip your body forward. If you can, kick this left foot into your hand and then reach the right arm forward. So that balance is part of it. And then as you come into that balance first, you could choose how far you hinge for what feels right for you tonight. Nice and strong. See if you can kick that foot just a little deeper into the hand. Inhale. If I wanted to, I could come to my wall and find that balance there. So again, feel the freedom to make it work for you tonight. Now bring that left foot, put it on the right knee, sink down. So you have a couple different options. I could be here, I could hold onto a wall, I could cross the leg, I can hook the foot. So again, your options here, cross it or hook it, find your way. Now in that position, finding your balance, you choose what makes sense for you for your stance. Then you can keep your hands at heart center if you want. You can crisscross or you can fully wrap. So again, I can come halfway, I can hand to hand, cross or full cross. Sink your hips back, inhale. Exhale, try and draw your elbows down a little bit. Nice big deep breath in. Exhale, unwrap the arms, unwrap the legs, step on your left foot, reach back, grab your right. Find that balance again. You might choose to hang out right here. You might choose to tip forward. You could hold on to that wall, kick your foot into the hand. So again, applying pressure. When you're in that position, applying pressure right here not only stretches the hip flexor more, but also the anterior deltoid and the pecs. Reach that left arm forward. Tip forward deeper if you want. The more you come forward, the more lengthening you'll get on that hamstring on that left side. Gracie's trying to come in and stretch with you guys. Puppy wants in. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can push that foot into the hand just a little stronger. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Find your balance. Place your right foot on the left knee. Sink into that hip stretch. Again, if you want, find a wall. You can come up to your wall, get a little lower. Sometimes you can deepen the stretch by paying attention to if you're spending more time trying to balance on that foot. So you could be here, you could press that knee down a little bit, send the hip back a little bit, or cross it, or create that bind. So again, you pick that position that feels right. Hands can be at heart center. You can cross, or you can hook all the way. So this time that left arm is on bottom as you hook around. Nice and strong. Inhale. Exhale, pull your elbows down. I so love us, Karen. What a great quote. I had to really concentrate to see that from here. Saw me squinting. One more big deep breath in. Exhale, unwrap your hands, unwrap your legs. Take a deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, hinge, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly button in, round your back. Walk your hands forward, high hover. Don't worry. I was tempted for a birthday to throw some low hovers in, but we won't. In this position, you're holding, so we've been working on this stretch for the calf. This time we're gonna hold plank and take one knee at a time and tap it to the floor. Now I could also opt to have my knees down and press into the heel, press into the heel, press into the heel. I want it to feel therapeutic as you work through that pressure towards the heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Center your weight so both heels draw down. Lift up into that inverted feet down dog. Float your right leg up. Reach that right foot to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, let it fall over that left side. Open it up so you're letting that leg spiral back and behind you. Lift the hip. Now pull that right leg all the way through into pigeon. So as you come forward, move around a little bit in that. You can stay on your hands. You can come down on your elbows. You can come all the way down on the forehead. Inhale. Exhale, press into your right hip. Inhale. Exhale. Now come up for a second. Take your left hand and feed it underneath your right. So you're laying on this right arm, the left arm, the right arm just reaches in front. Inhale. Now as you exhale, take this right hand and walk it over just a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, try and let go of your right hip. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your right hand back close in. Bring the left hand to match so your hands are in front. Dig your left toes into the floor. Lift that knee and draw back into that high hover. Push back into your inverted V down dog. Pull your tailbone up towards the ceiling and then float your left leg straight up. So you're reaching your left foot as far away from your right foot as you can, taking that leg up to the ceiling, feeling length in the right leg from the heel all the way up into the hamstring. Now from here, spiral it back behind you. Open up the hip, the rib cage. Let the weight of your left leg hang over the right side of your body. Inhale. Exhale, pull your left leg through to pigeon. Once you come into that position, move around a little bit in it. You can choose to stay upright or come all the way down on your elbows or all the way down on that forehead. Rock a little bit side to side. Feel where you are more tight and then linger there. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale, come up just a little bit so that you can take this right arm, feed it underneath the left. You lay on this right shoulder and then crawl the left hand forward. Inhale. As you exhale, take this left hand, walk it forward and over just a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, take a deep breath in. And exhale, walk that left hand in, push off so that you can come back upright. Dig your right toes into the floor, lift the right knee, send the left leg back so you're in that high hover. Low hover, press your chest through, lay your thighs on the floor, flatten your feet, lift your heart. So you're trying to not shrug the shoulders here. Lift up and out of the shoulders and then look over that right shoulder. Switch. And center, dig the toes into the floor, lift up and back into that inverted V, float your right leg up, nice big deep breath in. And then pull that right leg all the way through so the right foot comes onto the mat. Set your left knee down. Turn your right toes out. So you're doing that rotation, that external rotation for the foot, the ankle, the knee, and the hip. Your left hand comes down onto the mat. And then take your right arm, reach it back behind, or that right arm lifts away from your right foot. Spinal twist, big deep breath in. As you exhale, take this right hand. You can place the right hand on your mat, hold that stretch. You can come down onto your elbows, hold that stretch. Press into your right knee a little bit. 2 big breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale.
Take one more step towards you.
Exhale, come back up onto your hands. Keep your left hand on the mat. Lift that right hand up and back. Now you can keep it to the ceiling or touch your left hip with your right hand. Lean into that right knee. So when we lean forward here, you'll feel a little pressure forward in that left hip. That's what we're after. Big deep breath in. Exhale, bring this right hand back down in front. You can choose to stay here. You can come down on your elbows. You could come down on your forehead. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Big deep breath in. And exhale. Go ahead and push back up off your hands. Walk your hands back. In that position, we're going to sink back so that the left foot is tucked into the body. Your right leg is out to the side. Crawl your hands. You're trying to anchor this left hip. Crawl your hands towards your right foot. Now, tonight, we're going to take that left hand over the leg if we can. But that could look like this tonight, right here. Perfect. Here is great. We could reach and pick up that toe just a little. Or if you can, take that left hand, bring it over so it's on the right side of that right leg. Spinal twist, inhale. Exhale. Now if you can, keep this left hand over, take the right hand, pull your toes towards you. Breathe in. Exhale, let go. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, release the grip on the foot. Bring your hands center, walk forward. That could be here. We're trying to keep our hips down. That could be elbows or forehead. Inhale. Exhale. One more big deep breath in. Exhale, push up. Come back up nice and tall. Take your right foot, place it on top of your left knee. So we've been working on that positioning. So again, each time we practice that, we're evaluating and trying to see how close we can get that knee on the right side to drift down towards that left foot. So you can move around in that stretch a little bit. It's a little more abbreviated tonight just because we're working through a shorter stretch session. Work those shoulders around and back. Set the shoulders down. Place your right hand underneath your right glute and then apply a little bit of pressure with that left hand so that you're bringing the chin towards this shoulder. So you're diagonally gripping. Now you could turn the head until you find where your tense spot is and then hold there. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the head center. Now take that left hand underneath that left hip and reverse that. So that creates a bind, and then we apply diagonally downward with that right hand, just a little pressure with that right arm. Move the head around a little bit till you find the space that's tense, and then breathe into that. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. And exhale, release the grip on the head. Now, once you come off this left hand, bring the left hand over to the right side of the body. So you could use that to apply a little pressure on the right leg, and then you push into the right hand to lift the heart, or you can bring your palms down. So you're coming into that rotation. So again, your option, we can twist, lifting the heart nice and tall, or we can come down. Hands to the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, press your left hip down just a little firmer. Walk your hands forward, and then the hands come right in front. You could be here if that feels tight. That could be here. You could bring your elbows down. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. And exhale, walk your hands back. As you walk your hands back, take that right foot so that you can swivel the legs behind you. Your hips should feel a little bit looser on the right side. Dig the toes into the floor. Lift your hips. Press back into that inverted V down dog. Lengthen your hamstrings. Tailbone to the ceiling. And then lift that left leg straight up so your left foot comes as far away from your right foot as you can get it. Now let this left leg drift behind the right so you spiral that hip open. Now from there, tuck the left knee to the left elbow. Lift that left leg back up and back behind you. Bring that left knee to the right elbow. Bring it across. And then bring that leg back up and back behind you. From here, take this left foot, plant it in between your hands, turn the toes out. So you have that external rotation now on the left side. So for that, we're trying to lunge forward into that. You may need to move around a little bit in your hips. Your right knee comes down and your right foot flattens. Then that right hand comes down onto the floor and that left hand comes up behind us. Reach the left hand towards the ceiling. Find where that feels good and productive in the hip. Inhale. Exhale, bring that left hand down. You can stay right here. Feel the tightness, that press forward of the right hip. You can come down on your elbows. Inhale. Exhale, try and release the tension in your body, in your mind. Inhale. Exhale, press back up onto your hands. Your right hand stays. Your left hand comes up to the ceiling. Continue to press into this left knee. And then if you can, take this left hand, bring it to the right hip. See if you can drop your right hip towards the ground just a little lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your left hand back down in front. Once again, you can stay here. You can come down on those elbows or all the way down on your forehead. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands back up. You're going to pull that right knee in. That right foot comes into the hip and the left leg comes out. So in that position, once again, you can choose to stay nice and tall here. That feels good for you, stay. You can choose to crawl forward. You could grip the foot. Try and anchor this right hip down. Or bring that right hand and bring it over so that it's on the other side of that left leg. Inhale. As you exhale, see if you can take your left hand and pull on your toes. So you're pulling the toes towards your shin. Press that right hip down. Big deep breath in. You'll feel that expansion of the rib cage pull tight into the obliques and the hip flexors. Now release this left foot. Crawl the hands back forward so you could stay here or bring the arms down. Just reach. Elbows can connect. Forehead can connect. Flexing this left foot will intensify the stretch. Try and press into your left hip just a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, crawl yourselves back up. Take that left foot, bring it on top of the right thigh. So now we're in that stretch for the other side. Assess the tightness here. So as we're trying to figure out the gravity load, the weight of this thigh, we want the weight to help to pull the knee, the foot, and the hip a little bit more open. On this stretch, take your right hand, push it into the floor. So we practiced this Sunday. You press here to create a fulcrum and then pull away. Again, you can choose the angle you want. Inhale. Exhale, walk your right hand back a little bit and then twist the fingers so that your fingers are pointed away from you. Press into the palm of that hand. Inhale. Exhale, release the stretch and switch. Take your left hand, push it into the floor. Your own strength is key here. So how firm you press this hand into your mat and then pulling gently away from that, you anchor here. That creates that nice flexion of the wrist and then that lengthening at the elbow. Big deep breath in. Exhale. One more big deep breath in. And then exhale, crawl your hand out and back a little bit and then twist your fingers. So your fingers are going back away from you. Press the heel of the hand into the floor and then lean to the right away from that fulcrum. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Now release the head. Bring that hand so that you have the right arm, creating tension and rotation. So the right hand comes across the left side. The left hand pushes down into the floor. That's going to lift the heart. Alternatively, we can bring our hands to the mat. So when we come into that rotation, we have that spinal rotation. We're trying to anchor the hips. As we come over, we want to try and drive that right hip down. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands forward. So again, some of you being here, some of you here, it's plenty. Some of you here, it's plenty. So feel the freedom to move around in your body with what you need tonight. If you want, you can crawl your hands forward. Inhale. Exhale, try and let go of your hip, your knee, your ankle. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands back. We have two things left. So you're going to unwrap the feet, bring the legs in front, scoot your bottom forward, and then roll yourselves all the way back. Tuck the knees in, and then rock side to side for a moment. As you come into that rock side to side, you're loosening up around the tailbone, the sacrum. Now, take the legs straight, so they come straight up towards the ceiling, lengthening the hamstrings. You can grab onto the hamstrings, back of the legs, the calves, or you can hook the big toes and pull the toes towards you. So what you're trying to create is pressure down with your tailbone. As you hook into the toes, you're using your own strength to resist yourself. So you press the tailbone down as you pull the toes towards you. Inhale. As you exhale, open the legs. Again, that could be bent. Find what feels right for you tonight. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back to center. Pull the feet towards you just a little closer. Big deep breath in. Exhale, soften the knees. Set one foot at a time down to the floor. Roll yourselves up into seated. Turn yourself over so you're in that hand and knee position. And then dig the toes into the floor. Lift up. Press back. Float your right leg. Pull your right knee to the right elbow, pressing that left hip forward. Float the right leg up and back behind you. Pull your right knee to that left elbow, spinal twist. Let that left and right foot connect in the center. Press towards your heels. Lift the tailbone. Try and draw the heels closer to the mat if you can. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back. Scoop your belly button in. Relax your head, neck, shoulders. Whatever stress you can let go of, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, leave it here. And then slowly, with intention, start to roll yourselves up. Squeeze your glutes. Pull your belly button in. Roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to do that one more time. Deep breath in, arms come up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop the belly button in, round your back. Release what you don't need to carry. Whether that's stress, fear, guilt, let it go. And then slowly roll yourselves up, squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in, roll your shoulders back and down. Take a nice big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale, squeeze your behind. So you squeeze the glutes, connect. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull your belly button in nice and tight. Zip the navel to spine. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, set your shoulders down and back so your heart lifts. The glutes open up the hips. The abdominals, the transverse lifts the thoracic spine. And then we set the shoulders so that the heart is open and lifted. So we walk away nice and tall. Give yourselves a big hand for showing up, for stretching, for being still for a moment. I know that's not all of our gifts. So, but it was worth it for Lisa's birthday. And just like we talked about on Sunday, each day that this goes on, we have different sets of stresses and different frustrations that we might be dealing with. And just know that if you give yourself a few minutes, even if you know you're going to stress about it in 5 minutes, if you give yourself a second to just deep breath, I guarantee you, if you get better at every time you start to reel, take a deep breath, know you're loved, know we're right there with you. You're not alone, you're supported. And I am super proud of you for self-motivating and being here. Take that as you go about the rest of your day and just know that anything that you may face tonight or tomorrow, breathe. And we all can look forward to knowing that this won't last forever. It just feels like it sometimes. But I'm super proud of all the stretching. So that's definitely a gift that's come from this. So thanks for encouraging me to stretch, because you know I wouldn't do it without you. So happy birthday, Lisa. Happy birthday, Eve, Lisa. And if anyone else wants to celebrate their birthday, I'm happy to honor anyone for their special occasions over the next couple of weeks. Mwah. Love you guys. Have a good night.